With new updates come leaks, and with leaks become wonders. What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new Duel Links video talking about the newest card boxes coming to Duel Links very soon. I think in 2 days from here, so September 21st, and it's going to be the card box Generation Next. This is the next main box in Duel Links, so we're going to take a look at this. A lot of cool stuff in this, and let's get on to the leaks and all that stuff. But credit to where credit's due. If I remember, I'll put in the link in the description, this Imager link or whatever, or you could just, screenshot the top of this link up here. Check it out for yourself and all that good stuff. But right here, boys and girls, we have the card locks. I can't do commentaries, but we're not going to cut that out. First of all, this is going to be the main card in this box, and it is Arcana Knight Joker. This is a 9-star light fusion monster, and the effect is not finished here. So you know what? We're gonna go to a spicy new tab, and we're gonna what was the card called? It was, what was it called? I'm trying to remember now. It's gonna be Arcana Knight Joker. Arcana Knight Joker. Let's go check this out right here. Did I misspell it? Yeah, it looks like it did. Anyway, so here's the fusion card right here. Let's go read its effect. Fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above fusion material monsters once per turn during either player's turn. If this face-up card on the field is targeted by a spell, trap, or monster effect, you get this card, then same type of that card, and negate the effect. Not bad. Maybe the Knight deck will be pretty decent. That's pretty neat. So that's really cool right there. And this screenshot right here confirms that's coming out on the 21st at 22. So that will be 10 o'clock. That time, I just forgot what time zone this is from. I think for me, it's usually 7 o'clock. I'm going to assume. Anyways, next up, we have Five-Headed Dragon. This is just a strong monster, and it can't be destroyed by multiple types, except for like a light dragon or something like that. I guess we can Google it, because we're already doing that. But yeah, Five-Headed Dragon's going to be nice. Just poly. Maybe Fusion Dragons might be viable in this new set. Who knows? Shout out to Five Nights at Freddy's. Five-Headed Dragon. Anyways, let's go check out Five-Headed Dragon. Let me just finish the effect. I think it just can't be. The only way it can get killed is by a light monster. I think that's what it is. Also, if fusion summon can't be special summoned by other ways, cannot be destroyed by battle with the dark, earth, fire, wind, or water monster. So yeah, this thing's on the field. Yeah, GG's. GG's right here. Very versatile card right here, which is really nice. Next up, this is the card that I'm going to be wanting the most from this set, is the Horus, the Black Flame Dragon, level 8. I have not invested much gems into the mini box that comes with level up support and introduces the set. I might start investing into that, though, just because of the fact of the Horus, the Black Flame Dragon right here. This card's really cool. I'll go show you guys all that stuff. So we're going to type in Horus. I already Googled this because I wanted to see what the effects were when I saw these leaks earlier. But anyways, let me read this card's effect for you guys. If I can load, there we go. So this cannot be normal summoner set, must be special summoned by Horus of the Black Flame, level 6, cannot be special summoned other ways. During either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you can negate the activation. If you do destroy, you must control this face up card to activate and resolve this effect. I think this is really cool. So level ups are pretty interesting in the game because we already have support for them where there's a spell card in the game that literally lets us level up immediately. And there's some really interesting combos with this version of the deck. I feel like Horus could be a new top deck in Duel Links, but at the same time, what do I know? Because I'm a gold ranked noob, I guess. But let me just explain myself right here. So Horus of the Black Flame is one of the cards in here that's going to be really good. Now, if we search up the level 6 version of this, it has an interesting effect right here. So this is how you level up this version of the card. So this is Horus of the Black Flame Dragon, level 6. This card's unaffected by spell effects. During the end phase, if this card destroys a monster by battle this turn, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard, special summon 1 Horus of the Flame Dragon, level 8 from your hand or deck. This is really cool. So I think the combo that you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to run just 1 copy of level 6 and 8, possibly 2 copies of level 6, but only 1 copy of 8. Because if you got right here, we have Horus of the Black Flame Dragon right here. So this is the baby version. You're going to want to run 3 copies of this card. And it has the same effect. You can control this face-up card, cannot switch during the end phase. If this card destroys a monster by battle this turn, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard, special summon 1 Horus of the Flame, level 6 for your deck. But if you combo that with level up, let me search up Yu-Gi-Oh! Level up. Let me read this card exactly, because I haven't used levels before, level cards in the game yet. So I'm kind of curious how this works. Okay, yeah. Send one face-up level monster you control to the graveyard. Special summon one monster from your hand or deck that's listed to send monsters text ignoring summoning conditions. Bruh, the combo, you summon level 4 Horus the Flame Dragon, or however you pronounce that. You play level up, you get the level 6 immediately. Destroy your opponent's monster with your level 6 Horus. It's unaffected by spell cards, so no econs, no rush headlong. Like, bro, Horus is gonna be a meta deck. That's why I'm glad I'm saving some gems up. I just really hope that when I open some packs, I could get all the cards for this. Yeah, because it's unaffected by spell effects. Actually, I don't know if Heavy Rush, Headlong, or whatever counters this or not, but still, just like, it's just unaffected by spell cards. Super cool. Horus the Black Flame Dragon's probably going to be a meta deck for sure. Next up, we have Evil Dragon, and this is a Reptile card. Cannot be normal summoned. This card cannot be special summoned except by removing play all Reptile monsters, and I don't know what the rest of it is. So let's go search this up real quick. Yu-Gi-Oh! Evil... What is this card called? Evil Dragon, a dragon. There we go. Okay. Anyways, let's go check out this one right here. Evil Dragon and cannot be normal summon set. This card cannot be special summoned except by removing play all reptile type monsters from your side of the field and graveyard. This attack is equal to monsters removed times 600. Destroy one card on the field. So this card will have a max of 1800 when it's on the field, but during each of your end phases, you get to destroy any card on the field. Not bad. I mean, it's going to be really weak, and it could get easy to get over it, but you're basically guaranteed to pop one card off the field. Not terrible. Anybody that plays Reptiles, I don't think Reptiles have had some support like that before in Duel Links, so anybody that plays spellcasters, or not spellcasters, Reptiles, sure check that up. Next up, we have Magical Something. I'll just read you guys the card's effect, because most of the text is cut off. And since I'm commentating, I forgot what it was. Magical Something. Magical Something. Magical Something. Let's check this card out. See if it's any good for spellcasters. Looks like it's a newer card in the game. Each time a spell card is activated, place one spell counter on this card. When that spell card resolves, this card's level is increased by the number of spell counters on this card. You can remove 3 spell counters from this card, then target 1 quick play spell card in your graveyard. Set that card to your spell and trap card zone. You only can use the effect once per turn. Okay, I read that too fast, so I'm kind of not sure how this card works. So you activate a spell, then you place a counter on this, and then once that card resolves, then the level is increased. Okay, so then the spell counter that has, it will go up by 1. And then eventually you can get it up to 3 spell counters. So when you get this you can remove 3 spell counters, then target 1 quick play and you... Oh, okay, so basically you can bounce back quick play spells with this card. That's interesting. That's pretty interesting. Next up we have Card Guard. This card normal summon. Normal special summon. Place 1 guard counter on this. Gains 300 for each card counter. Come on, why is all of these cards have just long effects? I don't like... Gotta Google search all of these cards. What was this called again? Card Guard. I was about to call, search it up, card something. Anyway, let's check out what Card Guard is and see how interesting this card is. Apparently it's a quick play version of that. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's an anime only thing or a fan created one. Anyway, so yeah, when this card's normal special summon, place 1 guard counter on it. This card gains 300 attack for each guard counter on it. Once per turn, you can target 1 other face-up monster you control. Face-up card you control. Remove 1 guard counter from this card, and if you do, place 1 guard counter on that target. If that would ever be destroyed, remove 1 guard counter from it. Oh, that's kind of cool. No wonder it's called Card Guard. So that's kind of cool right there. Target 1 other monster you control, 1 face-up, remove 1 guard counter. You know what? That's a pretty neat card right there. That might be a pretty versatile card, and it's in a Fiend deck. King of the Swamp, really good card right here. I don't think I really need to read the whole card for you guys because I know what this card does. So King of Swamp is a fusion substitute for anything right here. And what's better about this card is that you can discard King of Swamp to add a polymerization to your hand. Anybody that plays fusion decks needs King of Swamp. 3 copies of it would be pretty good. 1's a search for polymerization, and 2 it's a fusion substitute. Really cool right there. King of the Swamp, good card. Next up we have Defusion, pretty simple. I guess we can read the whole effect of Defusion right here. Target 1 fusion monster on the field, return that target to the extra deck. Then if all of the fusion materials were used for fusion summon in your graveyard, you can special summon all of them. Defusion is going to be helpful too, if you think about it, because you can attack your opponent with your strong fusion monster, like Blue Eyes Ultimate or something like that, that defuse it and you have 3. You You have 3 blue eyes. Really cool right there. Next up, Floodgate Trap Hole is going to be a new staple trap card in Duel Links, possibly, because this trap card seems pretty good. When your opponent summons a monster, change that monster's face down defense position. Monsters change face down defense position by this effect, cannot change battle position. This card's going to be pretty good for Duel Links, in my opinion. You guys want to get a couple copies of that. I just feel like it'll be useful. Next, we got Archetype. Flip 1 face down monster on the field, face up attack position. So this card's going to be really good in general for, I guess, first use that I can think on top of my head is the fact that you can use it to bait out your opponent's monsters. You hate dealing with defensive stuff, or you see your opponent tributed defense monster, you can flip that up. But the more practical use for this card is that you get the trigger flip effects automatically. If you're playing a flip card, instead of waiting for your opponent to deal with it, you can just activate Book of Tie, you can flip it up automatically. Really cool right there. So next up we have Fusion Recycling Plant. Let's go search up this card real quick and see what it does. Fusion Recycling Plant. Fusion Recycle. Oh. I'm just okay. My browser is like, my phone's like super slow just because of the fact that I'm recording on here right now. Yu-Gi-Oh! Fusion Recycling Plant. There we go. There we go. Anyways, let's go check out this card right here. It's a field spell. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, add 1 polymerization from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Once per turn during the end phase, you can target 1 monster in your graveyard that was used as a fusion material for fusion summon this turn, add it to your hand. Yeah, that's pretty good right here. So you can add, so you get to search for your polys, and once per turn during the end phase, you can target 1 monster that was in your graveyard and you can special summon. So you bounce back 1 of your fusions. A lot of fusion support, and how convenient fusion support too, because the GX world's coming out soon. So it's pretty interesting how much fusion support we're getting in here. This card's kind of interesting in my opinion. This card is called Typhoon. It's a super rare. We're finally into the super rares, I think. No, Fusion Cycling Plant was one of them. Anyways, though, target 1 face-up spell and trap on the field. Destroy it if your opponent controls 2 or more spell cards you control. No spell and trap cards. You can activate this card from your hand. So it's pretty interesting. Yeah, so it's a trap, but at the same time, you can use it if your opponent has 2 or more spell traps than you. Pretty interesting card. The card's kind of interesting too. Noble Man-Eater Bug, the upgraded from Man-Eater Bug. Flip this card up, destroy 2 monsters on the field. Not bad. You could probably run a cheeky little build, Nobleman and Book of Tayu. That could be pretty cheeky. Next up, we have Horus of the Black Flame, level 6. We already talked about this card a little bit earlier, so we'll skip past this. Next up, BES Crystal Core. So this is more support for that BES archetype. I never used it before, so I know nothing about it. So I don't know if it's good or bad. BES, what is it? Fusion Core? Or Crystal Core? Crystal Core. Okay, so this is a machine, 6-star water. When this card's normal summon, put 3 counters on this. Card cannot be destroyed by battle. If this card attacks or is attacked, remove 1 counter from this card until the end of this damage step. If you cannot destroy it once per turn during your main phase, you can change 1 is attack precision monster post control in the face of defense position. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Pretty interesting little card right there. Next up, we have BE Terrain. Geez. Okay, so it's another one of these. So BES is all about their counters. Terrain? TRT. Okay. I was off. RAN. Okay. It's really hard to spell these cards. And like I'm commentating, so I can't remember the words from the top of my head. And let's check out this card real quick. So, yep, so same effect as the previous one, but the difference with this card compared to the last one is that once per turn you can remove 1 counter from this card, destroy 1 spell and trap card on the field. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so same effect as the previous one, but that. Next up we have Boxer. Let's go read this card. All these effects, man. All these effects, we gotta Google all of them so we know which cards are good. Boxer. Let's check this card out real quick. Pretty cool card art. This card destroys opponent monster by battle and send it to the graveyard. You can place 1 counter on this card. When you can send this card with 2 or more counters to the graveyard, special summon 1 earth monster from your deck. This card will be destroyed by battle card effect. You can remove 1 counter from this bad. That's not bad. That's a cool card. Next one we have Flame Tiger. During your draw phase, if this card's in your graveyard, control no monsters. Skanking your normal draw, you can special summon this card, and if you do, I don't know the rest of the facts. It looks like I'm still searching it up. Oof. What is this? Flame Tiger. Flame Tiger. Pretty cool card right here. You can special summon this card, and if you do, banish it when leaves failed. Pretty cool. So it's a neat bounce back card. Neat bounce back. So next up we have another fire card right here. Once per turn. Here, we'll just have to Google this one. So it's like, let's see if I can remember the first 5 letters of it. Kanyatar? I'm going to assume that's what it is. Yep. Another Beast Warrior Fire 3-star. Once per turn, if this card battles an opponent's monster during a damage collision in either player's turn, you can send 1 Beast Warrior, or Winged type beast from your hand to attack the graveyard. If you do this card. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's not bad. So you can mill out cards. I think this will mix well with the... what were those guys? There was these... this card might not be bad for beast type decks, because that one beast... It was like the box was like dedicated to those guys or whatever. I can't remember the name of the card, but that's some potential right there. I personally think so. Oh, this one we don't have to search. Damage equals Reptile. This is a continuous spell, and once per turn, when you take battle damage from a Reptile type monster, you can special summon a Reptile monster from your deck. Will attack less than or equal to the damage you took. I don't see the combo with that. Next up, we have a ninja support card, which is pretty interesting in my opinion, because I played ninjas recently. Armor Ninjutsu Art of the Alchemy. If you control a Ninjutsu Art card, destroy all face of Ninjutsu Art cards you control and draw 2 cards. That's not bad, honestly. I think that's not bad. Not bad. Gaia Power. This one's kind of meh. Increase the attack of Earth monster by 500 and decrease them by 400. And then, okay, so I think for like these cards, we're just going to kind of skim through. You guys could pause if you like... are curious about anything, or just check the link yourself if you want to check out these rares and stuff like that. But I just really want to discuss some of the super rares and ultra rares. We'll skip through these real quick. So we finally got the VW stuff. You have the Tiger Jet and the Wing Catapult, which is pretty nice for anybody who plays that deck. We got an Abyss Warrior. Don't know what this card does too much. Just skim through that. And also, if you guys are like still watching the leak video from this point, you guys could put like a timestamp on potential cards for certain decks. But there's some zombie support right here. Bacon Saver. We have this Rincy, so we got some more zombie support, which is pretty cool. You guys can take a pause on the video. Just check the image or leak by yourself. We have a Beast Warrior. We have Flash Fusion. This card's kind of neat. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monster control's fusion materials, but destroy it during the end phase. And then this card's kind of neat too. Reverse Burst or Rebirth. Pay 2,000 life points. Target 1 monster in your graveyard and special summon that to face down its hand position. That's kind of interesting. Stalking Virus, a Thunder card. Then we have a Rhinosaurus. This is a Beast Warrior. Spawn Alligator. Reptile card for those reptile stuff. Here's another level up card in here. It's Dark Luctus. He has to be special summoned from the level 6 Dark Luctus, and your opponent's monsters that destroy this battle are removed from play and their effects are negated. Pretty cool card right there. Different Dimension Ground. This turn, any monster sent to the graveyard is removed from play instead. This card will be really good for anybody that's tired of going against Red Eyes cards and wants to counter them. Pretty cool right there. Or Red Eyes deck. Worm Zero is kind of neat. 2 or more reptile worm monsters. For each fusion monster with a different name, it's used for attack and all that stuff. Kind of interesting there. Then we got a Medusa Worm, which is a rock. We have some worm. There's a worm archetype in this game. A lot of worm cards. Pretty interesting, so you guys can build worms. Then we have Giga Gagi Go. Pretty cool card right there. We have another ninja card. Aqua Armor Ninja. We also have some different ninja. Go the Galleon Ninja, Mask Ninja Izutu. And then we have Ninjutsu Art Notebook. And I think this card might have some potential for ninjas. Once per turn, you can send 1 ninja monster from your hand to the graveyard. Set 1 Ninjutsu Art spell trap card directly from your deck, except the art book. I like that card. This card right here can be pretty good, potentially. That card right there, Spellcaster. Blistering Winds. Target 1 face of monster control gains 1,000 attack and defense so next time by fight. That's not bad. Blister One's not bad. Half counter and during damage calculation. If a monster you control is being attacked, target the monster control that target gains attack half to the original attack monster land phase. That's not bad. It's like a reverse mirror wall almost. And it's a rare. That's like a reverse mirror wall. Yo, this card might not be bad. Half counter. Nice. Machine Lord Mecha Sea Dragon. Sea Lancer, some water support, double defender. Skimming through this. A lot of interesting traps and all that stuff. And then there's also some more stuff too. A lot of different traps right here. I do want to show off though the level cards, the baby versions of them. Because if you want to build this level up deck, so here's some more stuff that we already seen. You have Dark Looktis, level 6 and 4 is ends, which is kind of interesting. And then Horus of the Flame Dragon is level 4. King's Knight is rare, which is kind of interesting. And then King's Knight's a rare, Queen's Knight's an N, and Jack's Knight's an N. Oh, a new Naturia card, I don't notice that. When your opponent special summons a monster, you can special summon level 3 lower Naturia monster from your deck. Interesting. Naturia Beetle. Those are the attack and defense of this card each time a spell card is activated. That's kind of cool too. Naturia support, I did not notice that. Ring of Defense. When a trap card is activated, it inflicts down damage, make that effect 0. Pretty cool. Could be potential for farm deck. Pseudo Space. This card's kind of interesting, I think. Once returning, you can banish one field spell card from your graveyard to the end phase. So yeah, that's kind of meh. Fusion Tag, yo, Elemental Hero Sparksman, my boy. Target one monster you control and reveal one fusion monster in your extra deck, and if you do, the target's monster's name is treated as revealed. Oh, that's cool. Radiant Mirror Force, okay. New Mirror Force card. When your opponent monster declares attack and they control 3 or more attack precision monsters, destroy all attack precision monster your opponent controls. I think this card's kind of relevant in the TCG Yu-Gi-Oh, just not too relevant in Duel Links. I feel like this card, there's a reason why it's an N in this game. But that card's pretty relevant in the TCG because it's really easy to swarm your board in that game. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff right there. Dice Try, Shared Ride, Temple of the Sun, Poisonous Winds. Pretty cool. There's a lot of really cool stuff in this set. I'm kind of glad that I saved up my gems for that. I'll be doing a big pack opening on this card, or this new box, when it comes out on the 21st of September. If you guys are excited for this box, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel by any chance. But that should be it for today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video, showcasing an in-depth talk about all these cards in this set. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Peace out, guys.